Today we're working on a 1991 Jeep Wrangler. Gonna do upper and lower ball joints. I'm also gonna do a U-joint on this side. The other side's already been done in the past. So this is what you want to get it down to do the ball joints. Just that. Here's all the parts right here. Taking a pot. Make sure you got a ball joint press. You can rent it at AutoZone or whatever parts stores there are. What you want to do first is take your brake caliper off, get those two bolts in the back, loosen up the caliper a little bit. It comes off from the top and then pulls out. Then you're going to take your rotor off, take your tie rod end off, take that castle nut off, give it a couple hammer blows right here, and it should fall to the side. Then you can take your keys out of the ball joint nuts. I just zip this one off with an air impact. This one you're going to have to get with a 7/8 wrench. Once those nuts are loose, I give them a little spray just to try to get them to fall apart easier. Then you're going to take the hub assembly off. There's 3 bolts in the back. They're 13 millimeter 12-point socket, so you have to have a 12-point ready. Get those 3 out. Try to take your hub assembly off without damaging it and give it gentle wax, prise from the back. I was able to get that other one off pretty easily. Oh, I forgot about the axle nut. Make sure you take that guy off. And then your whole axle will just pull right out of there after the hub assembly is off. And that will get you down to this point right here. Now I'm going to press those ball joints out and press the new ones in. I use Moog ball joints. You can get them cheap on Rock Auto. They're the best ones in my opinion. Alright, had to give that lower one a little bit of heat to help it come out. It's just the easiest way to do it. Got the old torch set here. Kicking ass so far. Alright, we got our press all set up. I'm pressing the top one in first. And then I'm going to do the bottom one. I got my cones all set out for the bottom one. Made sure I didn't have to go upwards with the press where I would hit the top ball joint. Always check for that. Cleaned out and greased the holes, the bores. And we're ready to press this guy in. The top one, there was a mark on it where it says mount inboard, so make sure you line that up. Alright, we got our ball joints pressed in, and I slapped the steering knuckle back on. I'm going to tighten these nuts to 75 foot-pounds, and then tighten them a little more if I got to line up the cotter keys there. Then grease it up and throw everything back together. Alright, now I've got the tie rod reattached, ball joints greased, hub assembly back in, all 3 bolts put back in the hub with that 12-point 13 mil, and the axle nut torque to spec, 175 foot-pounds on that guy. Now for the brakes. Alright, and there's the finished product. New ball joints installed, everything put back together. Just got to put the tire on. Put a few new cotter keys in on the tie rod and the axle nut. Hope this video helps somebody. Have a good one.